Dylan, that's great and all. I get all of those tempo. That's all fantastic. I love it. But the thing is, I can't fucking walk into the gym. This is a dream killer. This is something that when that person has the motivation, they have the program, they have the knowledge, and they have the want, but when they walk in the gym, they fear people judging them and looking at them. It will stop them from walking in there and doing the whole thing altogether. Oh, people are looking at me, must be doing it wrong. Look how long they've been doing it for. They look so confident. Look how muscly that person is. Look how good that chick is at the hip thrust. I'll never get there. Look at all these people. They're in a rush. They're just getting it done. I should just leave. This sucks. Those are the thoughts, but the feelings could be even more intense than that. I'm convinced that these are all the people that experience gym anxiety, whether it's on a low spectrum or up the top. Just knowing what to do will relieve probably 75% of those people's gym anxiety to an amount significant enough that will allow them to continue and walk in the gym and do it themselves. Last 25%, just be very clear that the thing that is going to get you in there and continue and stay in there is exposure. It's the very thing that you fear the most. And I'm not just saying this, this is one of the most proven sort of psychiatric methods to help people that have phobias and fears. It's called exposure therapy. So if you have a big fear of, let's say, an elevator, what people do is, or what therapists and that do, they will start the exposure therapy to a level where that person can handle it. And this is the massive caveat of the whole process. You need to understand that when people get over fears, they do not reduce or take away the fear. They increase their courage to surpass that fear. So it's not about getting rid of the fear, it's about being braver. And the more you practice and do it, you'll get to a point where you overpass it. It has to be voluntary. You have to take on that fear or that small amount that you can do yourself. However we need to do that, you need to do it. For this chunk of people, for this amount, that will just be, okay, I get anxiety when I get into the gym, but I've got what I need to do. I can put my headphones on. I can do what my plan with confidence, knowing that I will be feeling some anxiety, but I am courageous and I have the ability to do it myself. Once you get to 25 plus exposures, you will be completely fine. This last chunk of people, they won't be able to do it themselves. These people 100% need to do sessions with a trainer. You need the king or the queen of that floor in that gym with you, showing you what to do, showing you that it's okay. If you identify to be in this section, does it really matter what cost a trainer is? We're talking about the very thing, the bottleneck to your health and fitness. That we're at the start, we're at the you starting this journey, and you can't let that thing get in the way. So at that point, it doesn't really matter what it costs. I'd personally be paying anything to fix my health and fitness. And it doesn't have to go on forever. I've done it with so many people who come to me and their number one problem is, I really suffer with gym anxiety. And I go, sweet, I'll give them like a little lecture about it. But I think probably at the start, they wonder, this guy's not very good. And then we'll get 6-8 weeks in and I'll bring it back up again. I'm like, how are you feeling? They're like, I'm sweet. I'm in a completely different realm. I used to worry about coming in here. Now I'll spend 3 hours in here and chat to people. And I knew all they needed was roughly 20 exposures and then they're sweet. And it didn't take huge lecturing from me or an inspirational speech. All they needed was exposure, voluntarily. Lastly on that note with trainers, the Michelle Bridges, the Shannon Pontins, the commandos of the industry, I just named those 3 biggest loser PTs. They were stigmatized. What people would do is they'd hire a PT to just yell at them for 45 minutes and make them do 50 burpees. And then when they're about to munt from a level of cardio that they cannot handle, or I couldn't even handle right now, they go, yep, sweet, there we go, that's your fitness journey. No, it's not. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of, ever. If someone's getting you to do that, they're doing the wrong thing. So those PTs are very quickly diluting in the industry. They're a thing of the past, and you have a very saturated market, which I think is a good thing because 60% of the population is overweight, so everyone should be a PT. You have a lot of people that have overcome their own gym anxiety, their own eating disorders, their own setbacks, and they are willing to help other people to get past the very thing that is holding you back. So search around. There will be someone at the gym that you like the look of and you get a good vibe from. Start a conversation with them. And once you start to get that good vibe at the start, you know that they might be there'll be a PT at your gym that you sort of have started to see or look at and you go, they look nice. They're not jacked of all hell. They just look like a regular person and they know what they're talking about. That's the person that can help you.